S1 aide got out of Dodge. It appeared advice wasn't all New York. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez had a worry about providing to illegal aliens. In recent days, the squad member had not only coyly doubled down when asked if she'd been providing advice on avoiding deportations, she'd also sought clarification on whether or not she was actually under investigation by the Department of Justice. A new layer was peeled back this week as Diego de la Vega, an Ecuadorian-born, now former campaign aide to Ocasio-Cortez, disclosed that he had self-deported. It's bittersweet. I hadn't left the country in 23 years, from age 7 to age 30, he told Migrant Insider. Now, I can't go back to the U.S. It feels like exile. It's a very permanent move. But my wife and I are confident we made the right decision. And after some time, it's been a real pleasure to be here. The long-time illegal alien, who'd relocated to Colombia, had explained that his family had overstayed a visitor's visa when he was a child and went on to enroll him in school as they got jobs despite their status. It feels surreal to not be illegalized anymore. I don't have to lie in the shadows or constantly worry about paperwork. That freedom of movement is incredibly satisfying, said de la Vega, who had been credited with helping secure $2.1 billion as digital organizer for Make the Road, leading to pandemic payouts for illegal aliens. That was direct money in people's pockets, said the man who was himself enrolled in the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA, a status that prohibited individuals from paid positions in congressional offices. Diego is amazing. We love him, Ocasio-Cortez told Migrant Insider of the employee hired to work for her campaign in 2022 and eventually worked his way to being named Deputy Communications Director. Before expressing in an NPR interview that she was giving advice to all of her constituents after being pressed on borders are Tom Homan calling her out over advising illegal aliens on how to avoid deportations, the New York lawmaker had fired off a letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi seeking confirmation as to whether she was being investigated for her actions. She wrote in part, on February 13, 2025, Mr. Homan announced that he had asked the Deputy Attorney General to open an investigation, and that I will be in trouble now. It has been 14 days since Mr. Homan first threatened to weaponize your agency, but I have not yet heard any referral from the federal government to Homan's actions undercut core constitutional rights, and further transparency is necessary, she claimed. Meanwhile, Ocasio-Cortez wasn't the only official de la Vega had been employed by, as his LinkedIn profile detailed that he'd previously worked for then New York State Assemblyman Robert Rodriguez, as a communications director. Rodriguez has since gone on to become CEO of the New York State Dormitory Authority. We were always honest with voters in New York City, de la Vega told Migrant Insider regarding the congresswoman. We didn't dumb it down or tell them what they wanted to hear. We engaged with them honestly.